We want to talk a little bit about one of the new accuracy rigs that Rigging Innovations just come out with. So we're going to talk with Bill Wenger from Rigging Innovations. You're a world champion style in accuracy, and I understand some 4-way and a few other things.
A little 8-way when I was on the Knights in accuracy, so it's kind of a long time ago, but I can still claim it, I guess.
Well, the world champion's always a champion. Well, tell us a little bit about this new CPX rig.
Yeah, CPX is a new accuracy rig, and unfortunately, all the years of accuracy containers, you know, they're a lot bigger. We got bigger canopies, and so normally you just kind of accepted that you're going to have a big, uncomfortable rig on your back. And so what Sandy did here, Rigging Innovations did, was design something with the newest technology, the newest bells and whistles on an accuracy rig. As I told the accuracy, I went to the World Cup in Dubai a year and a half ago, and I said, just because you jump in accuracy doesn't mean you have to have an uncomfortable rig. So, and it's hard. I don't know if you've ever gone to a world meet and gone 10 to 10. It's kind of hard. And you're going in there and you're trying to show your product. And at first I try to talk to people, and they don't want to listen to me. They're on a break. And the accuracy jumpers, they kind of want to take their naps. You know, they're older like me. So I said, shut my mouth and put the rig on them. And I put the rig on them, and they would go, oh, then they call everybody over in the tent and feel it. And it's a comfortable rig. And actually, the things we have in this rig at the bio yoke.
Oh, it shares the bio yoke from the curve and the Raider.
Same thing. And and the curve in there. What makes this even more effective than on the curve is just the size of the rig. I mean, when you put the big rig on there, it has more of a feel than it even does on the small rig. So it takes this rig, distributes the weight across with the bio yoke, so you have that heavier rig, more comfortable, and it fits you. You put this on a big rig, they usually slosh around and everything. This thing fits, and because we even got a lot of people that are doing style in it because it stays so tight on the body. You got the bio yoke. You have the curve that actually fits the lumbar, the lower part of your back, and then it's got the rest of the things on there that everybody that we have on the newer rigs. The grip here on the handles, so you get that.
I like the Sure grip.
You get a little leather glove on that, and you actually got a grip. I mean, even when it gets a little bit wet or something like that, you have a good grip. Some of the guys still like the handles, or you can have that on both sides. The non-slip on the stainless, of course, you know, with the stainless steel hardware, a lot of the rigs nowadays have a slippage problem with the way we've designed. Sandy's designed this; it doesn't slip at all. And accuracy jumpers usually like their rigs tight and not slip. They slip because everything we do in accuracy is related to the canopy and how it feels. You don't want. If you get a little bit of movement like that, it's not like you can just land your canopy. It affects your competition. So on the back side, we had a couple other things. We'll start on the side here, is the pilot chute. We have a little protector flap in here. And
oh, yeah, great.
Around, you're in a tight airplane, not so much in big otters where you're comfortable, but you're the smaller airplanes. This gets bumped, it moves, it slides out. What it is, it's just a small little flap. It goes over the pilot chute and holds it in place and from coming out. So it's always exactly the same place and ready for you to pull. So it's just a little thing, and again, makes it awful nice. The other thing we have is on the back flap. Again, you're getting tight airplanes. Unfortunately, one time in the 70s, I got out of an airplane, went into a dive, and my main opened. When I came to, everything was still there, luckily. But it is because I bumped my flap, it came up. Now it goes back. What'd it do? It goes right back. It's got magnets in it.
It's got magnets in there.
And so it goes back in. It stays where it's supposed to. Even when you get it knocked out, it goes back. So it's just it's a little thing. It's got a lot of small things.
This is actually reverse of some of the previous RI products where we're coming up instead of coming down.
Exactly. It's and it has a pocket that it stays in real nice, but when it wants to, if it does get bumped, there she is, nice and tight.
I see that's also got the metal stay there.
It has the metal stays, which is really nice, especially from your rigger will appreciate this. Of course, as riggers, a lot of times all the plastic breaks, and you have to replace it. No plastic in here. And aesthetically, it helps out too because it makes the rig a little flatter. It probably doesn't make as much difference on the big accuracy rigs as it does on your smaller free fly or formation skydiving rigs.
Okay.
The upper sides, it's got some other standard features like the tab. If you want to have your pilot chute, collapsible pilot chute, you can put the little magnetic thing in there and collapse that and hold it in. Accuracy rigs, our suspension point's a little different, so we don't want to ever be suspended here where most people are. Accuracy people want to be suspended straight up and down because they're trying to land coming down like that, so that's the suspension point. But he's been doing accuracy rigs for 25 years, so he has all the old technology or standard technology in the rig, and yet he added the new to the new CPX.
I'm going to interrupt you just for a second there. One of the things we've noticed over the years when we do these videos is a number of the people that watch them are brand new skydivers, and they're just trying to do that sponge thing, soak it all up. Explain what accuracy is for the newer people.
Great, good question. As we think of when I started skydiving, accuracy, you did accuracy, still wasn't as popular a style event, and then you had those long-haired guys that were doing RW. We don't even call it RW anymore. So now, so when we started accuracy, it's you're trying to land on a target. Nowadays, we land on a tuffet, which was designed from the old stunt people, men, women, where they would fall and have a soft landing. This we land on right now. It is, when I started jumping, the dead center was 10 centimeters, about just under 4 inches, and they measured out to 10 meters. Now they measure no more electronically than 16 centimeters, and your dead center is 2 centimeters. You have basically shoes that they shave down to a point, and when you come down, you try to put your heel on that dead center, and it's electronically scored out to 16 centimeters. And if you get a 16 centimeters, they don't even score above that. I mean, you can land a mile away, you'll get your 16 centimeters. You do 10 rounds of accuracy, and your total after those 10 rounds is how it decides the winner.
And you're just doing those as basically hop and pop too, low altitude X.
Yes, sir. We get out at 2,500 feet, open your parachute immediately, and then set up your pattern. Most of the accuracy nowadays is done as a team accuracy event, which is either 4 or 5 man. You'll get out at 3,600 feet to 4,000 feet, set your stack out, and you all land as a team. And then you hit a team score out of that also. And you take all the jumpers, add them together for their score for the team event, and you also get your individual event out of that.
I asked about the altitude because earlier somebody said to me, how do you get 10 jumps in? We're going up to 13,000. It doesn't work that way. It's kind of like swoopers, you get out a little bit lower.
Yes,
Look,
sir.
I did interrupt you. Is there something else on the rig you want to show us?
That's all the main points that we have on the new rig. I guess simply saying is that we've taken an uncomfortable rig and made a nice modern parachute container system out of it.
One you can sit in for a while and feel good while you're good. Great.
Absolutely.
Well, Bill, thanks for taking a few minutes to chat with us, and I'm sure folks back home will appreciate that. We'll catch you in the next booth.
Thank you.